guys, welcome back to Servo to Steve, and for today I'll show you the last tutorial of Dark Sci-Facility for right now, because the 2023 video back in January became outdated because there was more buffs into the map. And also, I promise this will be shorter than the 2023 video because I know how to do FE2 maps now. So let's go. Here are some recommendations. First, I recommend prior experience in actual Flood Escape 2, like Insanes. And actually, you know what? Beat Poisonous Chasm and Blue Moon because there are some pretty difficult things about the buff. So yeah. First, what you want to do is jump the wall jumps. Then jump over the lava. Then get the button. There's a shortcut where you could do this. But I recommend. But I don't know if it's recommended in actual Dark Side Facility. Anyways, do this. No, do that unless if you want to take the box if you want. And please don't take the Dark Side shortcut because I promise that it has been blocked for years at this point. Then you jump onto the box, more wall jumps. Press the button. And then be careful on this part because, and also I forgot to mention this button. Be careful in this part because there are some pretty long jumps like that one. Also get this button at the end. Then you press this button first, then that button. It's the order. Then you press that button, and then you be careful with this pipe. And you could do a pipe skip, but it is not recommended because it's actually scary. There's also some stuff removed, like this little line that used to be there. Then you climb up the ladder. Yeah, let me try that again. Another recommendation if you're a beginner in this buffed level or map basically, whoops, I forgot to start heading for the last button. Basically, turn off camera effects because without camera effects, climbing ladders is a lot easier. Oh yeah, and after pressing the last button, go back to and get to the last part. Then you have the tricky box thing. So what the best way to do is use shift lock in mobile or PC and do this. Then you do this. And there you go, you just completed Dark Side. And then here's a attempt of me doing Dark Side with all the settings on. Well, it's with hide UI because so if you want to try harder settings, you could maybe have like camera effects on, which recently updated in a recent update. And remember, don't head for the shortcut because do you want to find out? Yeah, it's blocked. See? Anyways. So even though it doesn't make much a difference, it does when like climbing ladders. Sorry, that was my first mistake there. It's by climbing ladders because for some reason with camera effects, climbing ladders are actually difficult. That's why I normally turn off camera effects in this game. because of the ladders. Yeah, see that? Yeah, like your climbing will be so slow. Yeah, exactly like that. Exactly like that. Then you head back to the button. And remember, be careful of the long jumps because there's like 2 jumps in this map that are like very long. Then you head to the box thing and then you do this and you completed it with a lot of settings. The settings I use are camera effects off, unless if you want to try to. For the tutorial run I showed you, I turned off camera effects. I turned off global shadows, and also I toggled off the UI corners and UI gradient. Now you don't need to do any of this. I mean, the settings are your own choice, and it's just recommendation, so you don't actually have to do this. But still, it's recommended. It's recommended to turn off camera effects. That's the only setting that matters. Anyways, that's all for this video. Bye.